Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to highlight some of the new Steam PC game deals under the price of $10. I'm going to try to do this kind of regularly, where we just highlight a lot of the notable deals under a certain price point. I actually did a video recently of deals under $10 that were available, like 4 days ago. Now, I typically don't do videos of the same price threshold this quickly. However, this is going to be a little bit new, where I'm going to include some notable titles that I have personally not played yet. It's a combination of games I've played and games I haven't. I'm one man, I can't play everything under the sun, and I'll just make mention of them, and obviously some of these titles I have played. So without further ado, we've got a lot of deals to go over, so I'm gonna try to highlight a ton of stuff, but this still isn't everything, guys. It's really hard to cover everything under the sun available on Steam, and this from the price point of $5 to $10. Maybe I'll do a separate video that's under $5 as well. But right off the top, Braid Anniversary Edition is 70% off for $5.99, an iconic puzzle platformer, and then it was upgraded with this Anniversary Edition, so that is now available 70% off for $5.99. This is the game you remember with all of the original challenges in the same haunting, evocative score, but repainted pixel by pixel, so that each carefully rendered world comes to life in high resolution. New visual details, animated brushstroke effects, and revamped sounds add to the immersive experience. Verified on the Steam Deck as well, of course, so you can play it on there. Next up, I want to give a shout to Remember Me. It's 80% off for $5.99. Now, this is a game that your boy spent full price on. And was it worth full price? No, absolutely not. And I'm trying to go off my memory from playing this game off of 2013. Kind of funny. Trying to talk from memory. Game is called Remember Me. Haha. But I remember thinking that the game had a lot of interesting concepts, and the setting of the game was really cool. You know, $5.99 from my recollection. Again, this is gonna be a dated action title, so keep that in mind. But if you like the cyberpunk aesthetic, might be something worthwhile to check out. $6 on that. But again, I paid $50 for that. I want to say it was 50. Yeah, 50 back in the day. Like day one. I don't know what possessed me to check out Remember Me on day one, but there I was. Mato Anomalies is on sale, 60% off for $5.99. This is a JRPG style of game, anime-inspired RPG that doesn't get a lot of attention, and maybe you can say rightfully so. It was done by Arrowwiz and Prime Matter, and I played the game. I actually was sent a copy of the game, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Now, it's gonna often see by people that play it comparisons to like SMT, and you can definitely understand like the mechanical similarities. It's a dungeon crawling RPG, and a lot of the character designs are really good. Soundtrack's decent. It is super, like, average, though. Like, there's so many good options in terms of top-level JRPGs that this one is hard to recommend in the sense that, is it at the level of the absolute premier JRPGs? A Final Fantasy VII Remake, a Persona 5, an SMT 5. Yeah, it's hard to say that, but if you want something a little bit lower key, I think Mato Anomalies can offer some fun, and at $6, I think it's a great price. It came out at $40, but $6 would be the ideal route to go. You got No More Heroes 1 and 2, both discounted 50% off for $9.99. These games came out back on the Nintendo Wii, and I played them back in the day and enjoyed them. They're super comedic games that you shouldn't be taking seriously whatsoever, but for $9.99 a pop, not a bad pickup on those games if you want something a little bit more zany and off the wall as a part of the Xseed Publisher sale. Also part of the Xseed Publisher sale is Rune Factory 4 Special. The farming sims aren't really my cup of tea, but if you want something like that, $8.99 for that seems like a pretty decent deal. What is up my alley? Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, 50% off for $9.99. Now, there is a remake of this game that is coming in 2025. So far, it's only been revealed on the Nintendo Switch. I have to imagine that it's going to be coming to PC and PlayStation. I don't know why they would want to limit their sales numbers unless they have, like, some sort of timed exclusivity agreement, and that would be the weirdest timed exclusivity agreement for a game like this. But Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky is the kickoff to the epic, and I do mean epic, Legend of Heroes saga. Trails in the Sky has 2 follow-up titles within the Sky Trilogy. Then you go into the Crossbell arc with Trails from Zero and Trails into Azure. Then you have the Cold Steel games, Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you have Trails into Reverie, which is essentially the cap off of the first half, so to speak, of Trails, where it has characters from all of the existing games. But now we just did start a new arc for Trails in Trails Through Daybreak, and all of the games are connected, all in the same world. It is an absolute epic adventure, and in terms of world building, it is the best video game franchise on the market, in my opinion. Now, when you have this many JRPGs all interconnected and all flowing together, yeah, it better have some damn good JRPGs when these games are like 50 to 100 hours a pop. It better be good narratively, but thankfully, Legend of Heroes, for the most part, is really, really good narratively. Obviously, when you have this many games, are there fumbles here and there? Absolutely, but for the most part, it is very, very well done. If you want to check out Trails in the Sky prior to the remake, $9.99 for this is pretty damn good. I can't wait for the remake, and we got Trails Through Daybreak 2 next year. Boy, oh boy, we are cooking. Next up, we got Clancy Splinter Cell Blacklist, 75% off for $7.49. Multiplayer and online no longer available. I really enjoyed Splinter Cell Blacklist, thought it was a solid action stealth title, played it right when it came out back in August of 2013, and remember having a pretty good time with it. Haven't played it. I want to say, I might have done another playthrough like a year or two after it came out, but haven't a playthrough Blacklist in recent memory, but had a great time with it, and hopefully Splinter Cell comes back in a big way with the remake. Dynasty Warriors 7 Xtreme Legends Definitive Edition is on sale, 50% off for $9.99. I mean, the Musou-style action games for some people are just their cup of tea. I enjoy them for sure. I even liked, you know, some of the spin-off titles. Like, I love Dynasty Warriors Gundam back in the day, but Dynasty Warriors 7, solid pickup here for $9.99. Dynasty Warriors Origins, by the way, it looks absolutely awesome. Cannot wait for that. Cloudpunk is available 65% off for $6.99. Would like to see this a little bit cheaper. Like, I think for $3.99, Cloudpunk would be a great buy, and yes, that is me being cheap as hell, but a very, very aesthetically pleasing exploration delivery game. It's just a really well done title in terms of atmosphere and aesthetics. If that captures your interest, you'll probably have a good time with it. $7 for it. You know, not a great deal, but not bad either. Want to give a shout to XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's 80% off for $5.99, so it's actually twice the price of XCOM 2. I don't know why that is, but XCOM Enemy Unknown was really, really good as well. It's actually the game, I often talk about it. I'm not into tactics games, but XCOM Enemy Unknown, I played over summer break one year when I was in high school and absolutely loved it. I was blown away by it. Loved the bit of challenge to it and the depth and nuance of the gameplay. Again, even if you're not into tactics games, XCOM Enemy Unknown, probably not the one I would actually check out. I would just buy XCOM 2 for $3, and then, you know, if you enjoy that, maybe circle back to Enemy Unknown at $5.99. Not a bad pickup, but not great either. Far Cry 4, $5.99 on that. It's a Far Cry game. The Far Cry games, to me, kind of blended together at this point. Like, Far Cry 3 obviously took the franchise to another level, in my opinion, but Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, Far Cry 6, it just got a little bit mundane. I enjoyed Far Cry 4 from my recollection, but wasn't one that blew me away like Far Cry 3 did. Total War Shogun 2, 75% off for $7.49. One of the most iconic games when I was getting into PC gaming. Guys, Total War Shogun 2 was one of those games that people would gravitate towards, talking about, you know, performance and things like that. Nowadays, you know, 13 years have passed since the game came out, which is wild to think about. But if you like that setting as well, Shogun 2 is going to be an enjoyable game. If you are into your strategy titles, check that out. $7.49 on that. I feel like it's an essential game in any PC library, given on the history attached to it, no pun intended. And there is a Total War historical franchise sale. I believe Napoleon Total War is on sale as well. And that's a notable one as well. Next up, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy as a part of Capcom's Singles Day sale, 67% off for $9.89. Collection of visual novels here. Phoenix Wright at this point is incredibly iconic as a visual novel. Probably not the VN I would personally recommend if you're getting into the genre. I would recommend AI The Somnium Files, but Phoenix Wright is so notable in the sense that, you know, he is such an iconic character, and you just see him in memes everywhere. But you get 3 titles here, $9.89 to have it in the collection. And Capcom be doing a lot of these Ace Attorney collections, so good to see that franchise getting a little bit of love. Rayman Legends is 80% off for $5.99. Excellent platformer. Ubisoft is remaking Rayman 1 by the looks of it, but Rayman Legends was really, really well done. Great art style. Gameplay was solid. If you're remotely into platformers, that's one definitely worthwhile to check out. Arma 3 is on sale for $5.99. However, you might want to look at the, you know, bigger editions available. The Ultimate Edition, however, is $42, so take that for what you will. There is also the Bohemia Interactive Essentials bundle, which includes DayZ and Arma Reforger on top of Arma 3. That is $70. But Arma, another iconic PC franchise that I played. Arma 2, I played the hell out of Arma 2 when DayZ came out, and really, I bought it for the DayZ mod, but then you play a little bit of Arma 2 as well, but yeah, good times with that. But Arma 3 came out back in 2013, and guess what? Arma 4, I believe they said 2027. Be on the lookout for that if we make it. Disco Elysium, the final cut, 75% off for $9.99. I enjoyed Disco Elysium a lot. However, it is a game that you just have to know what you're getting yourself into. It's more of a methodical, narrative-driven title, not high-octane, action-packed gameplay, but the writing in this game is absolutely superb. The world is so well built, and the world design is fantastic. The characters have layers to them, and you actually resonate with what they're doing. At least I did, and I know people are going to resonate with narrative-driven titles differently, but I thought Disco Elysium was tremendous. I know a little bit of controversy with the developers, publisher, and everything like that, but $9.99 for the final cut. Disco Elysium, the final cut, is great. And then lastly, not my cup of tea, but ASTRONEER is 67% off for $9.89. Your open world survival crafting title. Interact with strange new worlds in a unique and tactile way, molding the environment itself as if it were clay in your hands. Build your base, master resource management, automate your production lines, and more as you unravel the mysteries of the universe alone or with friends. That is available for $9.89, so 67% off. But that is going to do it for me. Again, we're going to highlight a lot of the new deals as they drop, and this is just under $10, obviously a lot more available. And I know a lot of you guys do prefer the deals available directly on Steam, so I've been doing a little bit more of that, as you guys may have noticed. But again, that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.